Plus, the Chicago Cubs could win their first World Series in 108 years. They will face Cleveland for the title, having dispatched the Dodgers because destiny demanded a sacrifice.
Well, and the Dodgers will be back.
Yeah, ahead, one longtime fan explains the pain that he has experienced over 7+ decades without a World Series appearance.
This is so great.
Yeah, and the Cubs' #1 fan obviously is Bill Murray.
Yes.
Who got a big award and reminded the audience.
That's right.
Happy for him.
Chicago is preparing this morning for an event the city has not seen in 71 years. The Chicago Cubs will face the Cleveland Indians in the World Series. Game 1 is tomorrow night. The two teams have the longest championship droughts in Major League Baseball. The Cubs have not won a World Series since 1908. Cleveland not since 1948. Dean Reynolds is inside Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, with the city's anticipation and optimism. Dean, good morning.
Good morning. Well, I was here on Saturday night when they clinched, and it was electrifying. But I have to admit, there were some tears, too, because I've had friends and relatives who were born, lived long lives, and passed away before ever hearing these magical words.
And he will hit a ground ball towards short. Russell goes to Baez one. Over to first. The Cubs are going to the World Series. The Cubs win the pennant.
It's been 71 years since Chicago celebrated those words.
We finally did it!
Cub fans are now overcome with a new reality that has replaced an old fantasy.
Chicago seems about to win the National League East. That's right, Chicago.
It's almost mathematically impossible for them to lose their grip on first place. But no good Cubs fan really believes that.
This is a new feeling for everybody in Chicago.
Besides buying up team merchandise, many Cub fans say they aren't sure how to react.
So many of us weren't even around in 45. I mean, we've never experienced this.
There we go.
But Stan Rauch has.
How many times have they broken your heart?
How many years is it since 1945?
He was a 15-year-old selling soda at Wrigley Field when the Cubs last went to the World Series against Detroit. They lost in 1945. Rauch picked up a ticket stub off the stadium floor as a souvenir.
But what compelled you to save it?
I know it wasn't that I figured 71 years until I could get the next one.
You didn't think that?
No, this is the year.
Now, after waiting more than 7 decades, Rauch is not only excited, but optimistic.
Well, look at what they've done this year. You can't beat a club like that. You know, things have gone for them. They've got young players. They've got very talented players. A great manager. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
You know, you're so positive about this, I'm afraid to air this interview, frankly, because it would really curse the whole
It's not going to curse them at all. There are no curses anymore.
No, let's not talk about curses. The series begins tomorrow night in Cleveland for 2 games, and then, yes, the World Series comes back to Wrigley Field on Friday and Saturday, and, of course, for a game on Sunday, but only if it's necessary. Josh?
Dean.
Well, you know, as we were talking here, the most powerful Chicagoan, Barack Obama, was a White Sox fan.
Yeah.
So you wonder whether he's pulling for his league or his hometown.
Yeah, and whether he'll go. I bet he'll end
Jump on the bandwagon.
How much do we love Stan, who was selling soda at Wrigley Field when he was 15?
As a Dodgers fan, even I'm happy for him.
Oh,
Everybody wins.
There you go.
Except the Dodgers.